welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about my favorite topic, Disney, and to be more specific, my Disney audition. If you follow me on social media, you already know. You know that I went to a Disneyland Paris audition last week on Tuesday. It went really well. Just a little teaser. This was a very special experience for me, and it was my first ever Disneyland Paris audition, and today I'm just gonna talk about my experience. So without further ado, let's get into the video and let's hear about my Disneyland Paris experience. I flew to London for this audition. I'm actually Finnish. If you're new, if you probably didn't know that, I'm Finnish. So I flew from Finland to England for this audition. There's no auditions in Finland, or there hasn't been since years ago. So my Disneyland Paris audition was on the January 22nd. The audition was at Pineapple Dance Works or Dance Studio in Covent Garden, and I thought I went there pretty early. At 9 AM I was there and the audition started at 10, but turned out there was a lot of people already. So yeah, there was a long queue outside the studio. I just went there in the queue, and I was really lucky because the girls who were there was like a group of girls, and I just went there like, hi. I was really awkward at first, but the girls were really nice. I just chatted with them. The three girls I mainly talked to were Alicia, who was there just to support her friend Yaz, and then there was a French girl called Laure who ended up being kind of my best friend at the audition. So I ended up queuing with them for the whole hour before we were let in the kind of lobby and the studio. And when we got into the lobby, we were given a paper and a number sticker. I of course still have my sticker, so my number was 315. So I had this on my t-shirt. We were given that and a little kind of, it was a small like A5 paper. We just had to fill some information like our names and when we would be like ready to start, that kind of stuff. And then we were called in the studio. We all dumped our stuff on the side and we were measured at first. Just kind of formed this long queue. We had our little papers and we had our stickers on our like chests. We were measured, and then we gave our little papers that we filled to the casting director and the casting team. I just went there, gave my paper, and they said perfect, and then I moved on. We just sat down with Laure and Yaz, and a Swedish girl joined us. It was really funny because I told I'm from Finland and she suddenly went, oh, neighbor, I'm from Sweden. We just sat down to talk and chat and stretch and kind of prepare. There was one guy who was like super flexible. People were looking at him like, because he was just doing like crazy splits there. When everyone in the room had gone through the measuring, the casting director called us to sit closer to him and he gave us the presentation that I can't really talk about. I respect and love the Disney magic, and I love the Disney company, and I respect it with my whole heart, so I won't share any information about that. We were just told things about the job, kind of boring, but the casting director made it really funny, and like it was so much fun to listen to. It was like, you're telling about all this kind of boring stuff, but you're making it super fun. So he was like almost performing, which was really fun, and I love that. I really felt like really different kind of energy in the room, and that like the atmosphere was something I've never experienced anywhere before. People were excited and positive and kind of full of energy. You could feel that electricity in the air. Like literally just being in the room was fun. After the presentation, we were given a minute to grab a drink, and then came the animation round, which I had never done before, even though I went to a Disney audition in October. That was a Disneyland Hong Kong one, and it was very different. I was quite nervous. I think we had like 4 characters, but we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things to do. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about those. I was so sure I would not get through the animation round. Again, I saw very talented people around me. And first we all did the animation kind of together as a big group, and then we showed our animation skills to the casting team in groups of 10 people. When it was my turn, I walked to the middle of the room and I showed my animation. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get through this. It was a great experience, but like, no. But then the casting director says something along the lines, so numbers, thank you for your time, come back next time. But my number was not included. My mind went blank. I ended up going through the first round. Unfortunately, my friends who I had just met were cut, and I was really sad about that, but they were so happy for me and it was really beautiful and lovely. We really quickly switched social medias, but then I had to go back because I had to get ready for the dance round. And there was a lot of people who were still doing the animation round, so I ended up talking to other people. I talked to a girl from the Netherlands and a girl from Britain. We just kind of became friends. Her name is Chelsea and she is really nice. There was also this other girl who was absolutely gorgeous. She was like this cute little fairy pixie person, like this really cute with big eyes. Since the beginning of the audition, we just kept seeing each other and catching like eye contact and like smiling to each other, but we didn't say a word to each other until later. And now came the dance round. I was scared and nervous about the animation round, and I was like, I mean, I've danced before, yeah, I've only danced ballet before, but like the dance round can't be too difficult. Oh my, I wasn't ready for this dance. First of all, I want to say that I loved this choreography, but it was difficult for me and it was really long. There was just a lot of different styles of dance and a lot of like quick steps and then slow ones and then quick ones and slow ones. I think it was a really nice mishmash of different kind of dance genres, and as a ballet dancer or a person who has danced ballet, there was a section that was really easy for me, but then after that came a really difficult little part, but it was really fun. And the choreography was done to the Stars on Parade music, which is the parade in Disneyland Paris right now, and I've seen that parade when I was in Disneyland Paris last summer. Let me tell you, at some point I was like almost crying, like happy tears, because oh my god, I'm actually doing like a Disney choreography to a Disney song in front of Disney's actual people. I think it took maybe 30 minutes for us to learn the dance and do it a few times with music before we came again in 10 people groups to perform and actually audition. For me, it was a big thing that they said before we had to audition and do the dance. It doesn't matter if you fail, we're looking for performers, so perform. So when I auditioned and did the dance, I had fun. I honestly thanked myself for being such a Disney nerd because I knew the Stars on Parade music by heart. I lip synced and smiled and performed while dancing. Again, when they were calling numbers, my number wasn't called, and that, guys, is again a good thing. I still remember when I turned to walk to the other side of the room, my jaw dropped. Like, I was just blown away because I never ever thought that I could get through the dance round, but they really liked me and they saw something in me, and I was just jamming there alone for a second before, from the next group, a girl with a beautiful pixie fairy face saw me and ran into my arms and hugged me, and I hugged her. I still remember what she said. I don't even know your name, but I'm so happy to see you. And I was like, I'm so happy to see you too. And this lovely little fairy of a person is called Mia. I had noticed her in the beginning of the audition and she was still there with me. Most of us were called into 3 rows. The casting directors and casting people wanted to see our faces closer. And when they came to me, they asked, do I have any tattoos? Do I have piercings? And then they asked me to smile, turn to the side, and smile. I honestly was so excited to be there. I was like, oh my god, I'm so far. This is so crazy. I just texted my friends like, oh my god, I'm still here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But not long after that, I was called to come closer to the casting director. I can't remember exactly what he said, but the message was this: there is no character performer spots open for your height. Do you freaking hear me, guys? No spots open for my height. What? A lot of people around me looked so disappointed, and I was just smiling. I was like, oh. I just thanked the casting director like a million times, and then I went to pick up my stuff and I left the room. Laura was still there and I was like, oh my god, you're still here, thank you, that's so nice. And that is my second ever Disney audition experience in a nutshell, in a very big nutshell actually. I wasn't casted this time, but this was probably the most motivating experience of my life. I just know that I am meant to be there and I'm meant to perform for Disney, at least for a while, and I know it will happen when it's my time, when it's the right time, when they need me. I was there, I was so far. It means so freaking much to me. In the evening in my hotel room, I was just crying because I was like, they see something in me, they see a performer, they see someone, they see potential, and that just makes my heart glow. I just really wanna perform and make magic and be a part of Disney. I am gonna continue working on that. You'll see me at the next audition for sure. So yeah, this was my second ever Disney audition. I would highly recommend going to a Disney audition if you ever just feel like you want to try, or if you're planning and dreaming of being a character performer or a performer. Go ahead, it's such an amazing experience. And before I go, I just want to thank my new friends. Thank you, Laura, Yaz, Mia, and Chelsea, and other people who I met for such an amazing experience and audition, and I can't wait to see you again, and I cannot wait to perform with you all in Paris one day, because that will happen. We all know that. We all know that. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new and you want to know what happens with my Disney performer journey, be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye!